guys, okay, I am here with a video, and yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? Okay guys, so I am going to just basically put together some bits and bats on camera for you guys and have a little chit chat. Okay, so I am taking part in a scrap swap challenge that's been organised by Tracie Fox in her Foxy Crafters group, and it's Tracie Fox of Tracie Fox Creative. And yeah, so this was organised, I think it was before the new year, and then it sorted out this month. Yeah, so we have to have an A5 envelope. The scraps need to go into an A5 envelope. The scraps need to be in a paper bag. The bag can be handmade and decorated if you wish. No less than 20 scraps. And they must be scraps that you would use yourself and not throw away, which just makes me laugh because no, who throws scraps away? But yeah, anyway, and my swap partner that was allocated is called Jen Fines Gillett, and you can find her on Instagram under Bumblebee Crafts 13, but the links to her Instagram Instagram account will be below. She's not on YouTube or anything else, but yeah, I got those details off her. So yeah, I did warn her that I was going to video her when hers come. I'm going to video opening it, and she's like, oh my god, what if you don't like it? I'm gonna love it. Come on guys, who doesn't love scraps, and especially when there's someone else's. Right, so wow, I don't actually have an A5 envelope. I've looked everywhere, not just in the studio but in the whole house. I do not have an A5 envelope. I have all kinds of different sizes but no A5s, but I do have a sheet of A5 paper that I can use as a guide to make sure the scraps will fit. Okay, so yeah, I've got bags galore, so I'm pretty sure that's not going to go in an A5 envelope, but we'll see. But then I have these as well, and these can be folded up anyway. Yes, so these are just, well, I call them catering bags, but they're like butty bags, sandwich bags. Here in the UK, we get sandwiches in these when we go to butty shops, and yeah, so there's a few different sizes of them in this bundle here that I'm going to send to Jen. Although being in the UK, she can probably get hold of these really easily. But yeah, so I'm going to send those. This, I love this, and I kind of don't even want to decorate it, so I'm just going to send it as it is. And this came out of a Christmas present that I got. It was a box of links, women's links. I can't remember the smell of it, what scent it was, but yeah, and I just love the bag. I got some tissue, it was wrapped up in tissue paper as well, but this was in, the shower gel was in this, and I love it. So yeah, I'm going to send that. I was going to kind of fold it up and alter it, but I'm not going to do, so Jen, you can have that too. And then I have two huge bags here, which definitely aren't going to fit in an A5 envelope, so we will pop them to one side, and that one I've already shown you. Okay, so that's the bags sorted. Okay, so now we need a minimum of 20 scraps. Alright, so I have multitudes of scraps because I save them, but I never use them. Very, very rarely ever use them. I don't know why, but I'm just not a scraps person. Like I said, I have plenty of them, but I don't know, I just never seem to use them. This is my scrap bag, and there's all sorts in here. These are from papers I've dyed myself, and I keep them in all sorts of little bags and packages and stuff, and I've got to be really careful, really, as I was telling Jen when I was talking to her, because quite a lot of my scraps, we've been on different design teams over the years. A lot of my scraps, like this for example, are all digital kits from those designers that I used to design team for. So yeah, and it's not recommended that you swap digital papers by other people without their consent. But I do have other scraps as well, so, and amongst my scraps I do have other scraps from my own digital kits that I've made myself. They are not currently in the Etsy shop. The Etsy shop is currently, well, it's open, but there's nothing in it. But yeah, all these in here are from kits that I've made myself, so that's fine. I can swap those and I'm happy enough to do that. And then I've got loads of other bits and bats, so we will go through them, I suppose, and see. Although I don't really think these are really worth swapping, to be honest. Right, that's all digital stuff. Music paper scraps. There's some wallpaper scraps, so let's have a look at those. Some decent sized ones in there. I love this stuff. I was going to decorate the studio with that, I never got around to it, so there's some of that there on this as well. I absolutely love this one too, so I can have that as well. Some smaller ones to make tags. Yeah. Okay, so let's pop that bag there. Like, these are all Tracie Fox scraps from her kits, which she possibly wouldn't mind with it being one of her organised events, but I'm not going to do that. Those are just strips from things. I have no idea what I've got in here. Let's have a look. I'm sorry if you can see loads of glare from the light because of the plastic bags, but this is just how I store my scraps. Okay, yeah, those are my own tea-dyed papers. Oh, sorry guys, my watch is buzzing. Yeah, it's my own tea-dyed papers, but I've got some of them over there. Cartridge paper, so we will stick some of that in. I'm trying to find, oh, now these are interesting. I'm trying to find some things that she might not already have. Right, that can go in, because that is music paper. Oh, I've got an alarm going off on my phone as well. Okay, that's music paper on one side, and then it is basically a digital print, but it come from Pixabay, did this one, so it was free. So that can go in, that's nice and unusual. And then we've got some smaller scraps here, some textured papers. Good for tags, love that. That wallpaper Taylor has upstairs in, well, what was his games room that turned into my studio upstairs before I moved back down here. That's the wallpaper that's up there, which is really cool. Really cool. Just ignore the cats in the background, guys. I can't use them because those are digital scraps from Daisy Collins at Tsunami Rose. I think that is one from Susan Taylor Brown's kit. One of her eco-dyed kits. Okay, so we're done with that. And then these are scrapbook papers, which they're easy to get hold of here. Let's see, what have I got in here? Again, papers I've dyed myself over time. Throw some of them in, I suppose. No idea what she likes, what she doesn't like. Maybe it would have been a good idea to communicate with each other first and find out likes and dislikes. Okay, there is a tea-dyed doily there. I love these ones. I specifically bought these ones instead of round ones for that reason. You fold them in half and they go great in signatures. The round ones are okay in signatures, but sometimes they just don't fit. Okay, some book pages. And then them are just bags. So let's put all these back and have a look through some of this other stuff. Okay, music paper's always interesting. Don't know whether she could make use of any strips or not, but let's have a look through these. These are all sorts of different things that have come off the sides of papers when I've been cutting them down for journals. Silver one there. It's a nice one. A nice pink sparkly one. Not very interesting, are they? Well, to me they're not. Oh, that one. Nice floral one. That is wallpaper. That's a strip of the wall off the wallpaper that I do actually have here in the studio. I've got it up on the wall here in the studio. I love wallpaper. I have a roll of it somewhere, but I can't find it, otherwise I'd stick some of that in. Because it's awesome. Okay, so that's those. They're just rubbish little things, so I'm not going to put those in. Right, let's get to these, which are from my DigiKits. They're not plugging my stuff at all in this video. That's not the intention, because as I said, these aren't in the shop anyway at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to have that page. And I have some scraps here from the bricks kit. Different bricks kits. And that one's the flaky wood one. Love that flaky wood one. I'll throw those in. Yeah, I know I'm way over 20 already probably, but you know, rules are made to be broken, guys. In the good way, not in a naughty way. And it did say on it that if we're going to send more than the 20 scraps, then you either agree it with your partner, scrap partner, or don't expect them to do the same for you. And I don't, so I would have been doing this anyway. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Some more dyed paper that I did. These are always good for making tags out of, so let's throw some of those in. Some more cartridge paper. Nice thick piece of card. Nice sparkle paper. Dyed. Okay. Now, let's get rid of all this up here and get to the good stuff. Okay. Let's just throw all that on the floor. Let's have a look at this. Alright, so we have that page will do. I'll save them because I was going to make a journal out of those. Right, so far we have that, which can be folded in half. We've got these. Some of those, my digital kits, some strips that can be used for all sorts, a rectangular doily, some wallpaper, a DigiKit that was free, some cartridge paper and some more wallpaper, which is cool. Let's keep that. Right, they can all be folded up. Okay, so music paper. That's always interesting, so we'll throw some of that in. There we go. Right, now, like I said, let's move on to the good stuff. These aren't exactly scraps, but I'm not bothered. Okay, so some doilies, some coloured doilies. Now these I made myself. I actually have a video on how I did these, so I'll post a link to that below. Yeah, I did them with my oxide sprays and stencils, which was really fun to do. So, let's maybe put a couple of those in for her. I love that colour. Because these are easy enough to do again. And really good fun. So, okay, so that's those. These are practically the same, but just bigger. Yeah, these are basically just bigger versions that didn't quite work out. Oh no, these weren't bigger versions. These were, I'm pretty sure when I'd finished using the stencil to do them, I put them onto here, put the stencil onto here, So it was like a ghost print. Oh, I like that one. Yes, it was. Okay. Let's put that one in as well. Listen to that crinkle, guys. Right, so let's just throw a few of those in. They can be folded up. And like I said, good excuse to do it again, isn't it? Make some more. Right, so we'll put those in too. And then I have some wrapping paper. So let's get the ruler. And fold that a bit better. There we go. So there is some wrapping paper there. Just throw everything on the floor. Okay, now let's get to these. Alright, so these sorts of things here, the guest checks, which you guys in the US and everywhere else probably get these so easily, but we can't. Not in the UK. We generally have to wait for someone to give them to us in a swap or buy them, and they tend to be expensive. I've got some pink ones there. There's 5. They can go in. Then I've got some CD envelopes here that I have in not ink. Tea and coffee dyed myself, so they can go in. Put them there. These are wallpapers that I turned into pockets and things, journal cards, well, potential pockets and journal cards. So that potentially a pocket. So cute. Them I've already not put the thumb notch in, so they were meant like going to be pockets. So cool. Let's throw those in as well. And then these are just thinner versions that I was going to use as little side pockets or little side tucks, but I'll keep those for one of my journals. So they're going in. Then we have some tea bags. And yes, I know, like tea bags, what? But there's loads of different ways of using them. I just never got around to it. So let's stick some of those in. And then we have all receipts and things that I have tea and coffee dyed. So I'll put a couple of those in. I've got invoices that I've tea and coffee dyed. Stick a few of those in. Oh, the same, but a bit more dyed. There you go. Right, that's that. This pile's looking really good. Okay, what are we on? Ooh, 16 minutes, 18 minutes. 18 minutes, I haven't got my glasses on. First sip of coffee of the day. Alright, so now we're on to these, which are a bundle of tea and coffee dyed things. I believe these are actually coffee dyed. Yep, so that one there. What else have we got? Those are fairly pretty boring. So, okay, that's interesting. And then we've got papers, notebook paper. And again, pretty boring. So what have we got here now? We've got the round doilies. I'll stick a few few of those in because I've done these, but I'm very unlikely going to be using these. So I actually did them to make kits out of them and sell them on Etsy. Never got around to it. Okay, so we've got baking paper, tea-dyed baking paper, crinkle, I love it. Very crunchy dyed baking paper. What's that? Oh, tea-dyed bag, paper bag. I can't remember what I did that way. I think that was when I used some blueberries. Dyed envelope, and then we've got some dyed decorative papers out of an old notebook that I had. It's quite pretty actually. So we'll put some of those in. There we go. And then some note paper with kitty cats on. Alright. So I think we've done that pile now. Oh, some more paper bags. Throw that on the floor. Alright. Then we get to the papers that I did. Okay, so these are papers that I've tea dyed. Excuse me, at this point I stopped coffee dyeing because other people's coffee dye, perfectly fine. My own, I don't know. I've tried following other people's recipe mixtures, that sort of thing, and I cannot stand the smell of it. Oh my god, them cats. It's really strange because, yeah, I just really cannot stand the smell of it. And I love these tea-dyed papers. I made digital kits out of these. But I love these tea-dyed papers because of the way that I did them and the mat that I used to get the design on. The paper actually feels textured. But yeah, so I love them. So some fancy tea-dyed papers there. They always go down there. Oh, that's new. And then we get to this, which is awesome. These can't speak. These are genuine pieces of tape that I've just aged. I can't remember now what I had them taped to. I think it was actually the back of some photo frames. Something. It was masking tape, and it's quite rough to touch as well, but they just look so awesome. And guys, we have tried many different ways, many videos, many different ways of being able to recreate these, and oh, it's just awesome to actually have originals. So Jen, I'm going to send you some of these because they're just awesome. Okay, let's see, let's just grab an handful. You should just have a handful of them because they're just awesome. Very fragile as well, but yeah. So yes, I will send you some of those. I won't throw these on the floor because, again, fragile. So bundle those up and I'll throw those over there. And then, where did I put it? I have here a bag of stamps. So I will, let's have a look. Let's put some of these in for you. Okay, so it's an envelope there as well. I was so chuffed when I got these. I managed to get these cheap off our local market a few months before Christmas. Absolutely ecstatic because most of the time here in the UK now everything's printed digitally, so we don't tend to get stamps on things that often anymore, and they can be rather expensive to buy. So I ain't even looking. I'm just gonna throw a load of them in for you, and I hope you have good fun with them. There you go. Okay, and I think that about wraps it up, guys. So this definitely ain't all going to fit in an A5 envelope. Sorry, Tracie. Sorry, not sorry. But yeah, Jen, I hope... Hang on. Let's stop the crinkling now. I hope you can make good use of all these. And yeah, I can't wait to receive my package from Jen, which will probably come before mine reaches her. Because I'm, as always, late to the party. It's been, honestly, guys, honestly, it has been absolutely manic couple of weeks. I just cannot even put into words how crazy the last couple of weeks have been, not just with work, but personal life and everything besides. It is, honestly. I did message Jen the other day, last week, to tell her I apologise for not getting on it like I said I was going to do, but I'd literally had like 51 minutes sleep the night before, 2 nights before, and then the day that I messaged her I'd only been up a couple of hours, and I sent her a screenshot of my Fitbit. I'm like, I had 51 minutes sleep yesterday, and then last night I had nearly 12 hours sleep, and I'm still exhausted and I've got to go to work. So yeah, it's just absolutely crazy, the stuff that's been going on. And to throw into the mix, a couple of weeks ago we had a funeral of a dear family friend, so yeah, that was mortifying as well. But yeah, so anyway, all that aside, I'm here now and I feel like I've more than made up for it with this lot, which, to be honest, like I said, I would have been doing anyway, even though we're only supposed to use an A5 envelope. And Coda says hello. Coda. Hi, baby. Yep. And I will get your stamps off him in a minute. Yeah, we're only supposed to use an A5 envelope, but yeah, no. Oh, actually, that's a thought before I disappear. Just for a bit of fun, let's add some of that in. And let's have a look through these. Because these aren't scraps. I bought these from Rachel over at Foxy Creations. And yes, this stuff is like gold dust. This is straw paper that Rachel gets over there and sells. This, I'm pretty sure, if I can remember rightly, this stuff, I mean, we use it, to us, it's a bit, for us here, we used to be able to get scrapbooks that had this paper in it, this sort of paper in it. But over there, apparently, I'm pretty sure I remember her saying they use these as like table mats and then throw them away afterwards. So I'm like, what? But yeah, everybody were raving about them, so I've managed to grab some a few years ago, and then I bought some more. And it's brilliant stuff to work with, brilliant. And then last year, I think it was, the beginning of 22, I believe it was, I purchased this pack of book pages from her, and there's all sorts in here. It's awesome. So I'm going to put some of these in for you as well, because I believe some of these, I think, are in another language. Maybe not all, maybe not. I'm pretty sure they were. Nope. Okay, maybe not. I thought some of them were in another language. Yes, they are. These ones. Okay, because Rachel's in Italy, so I will throw some of these in for you too, because it'll take me a millennium to get through this lot. Buy these things and then never want to use them. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. They're not all in another language, but let's just throw some random ones in. There we go. Throw those in. And then, what's these? Actually, are these from Rachel? Yes, these are from Rachel. Are they? Oh, do you know? I'm not sure now. Yes, I'm sure. Yeah, they are from Rachel. Yeah, they must be. I haven't bought book pages off anybody else. Guys, I can't remember. No, I'm sure these are from Rachel. Anyhow, I will throw some of those in as well, because, as I said, I'm positive they came from Rachel, and Rachel is in Italy, and, you know, it's cheap enough to buy the stuff, but postage is astronomical, so I like to share things like this with people who may not be able to afford to buy it, or not so much afford to buy it, but want to fork the cost of the postage. So anyway, all that there, and like I said, some tea bags and some stamps and some original aged tape, and bags here, and that beautiful bag there. Okay, so I will love you and leave you guys now, because I have to go and pick my granddaughter up, and then I need to go and buy an envelope to put all this in. Yeah, so, and I'm going to air this video after Jen has received all this stuff, so I'm also going to show you that I'm going to put this in as well, which is one of the paper bag journals that I made for the craft show that never happened. Craft show, the yeah, craft fair that I was supposed to do before Christmas, and it never happened. We just didn't have enough stuff and in time for it, and other things going on at the same time. I got the days mixed up as well, and it fell on one of the days where I had one of the grandchildren, and it was like, oh no. Yeah, so it got cancelled. So, but yeah, so I'm going to just pop that in there. I mean, we are still in January, but there's no dates in the journal itself, and that's one of them calendars that can just be torn off anyway. So there we go. I will throw that in as well, just because. Okay, guys, I'm feeling really chuffed with this, and I really hope that Jen loves this. As I said, this video will not go live till after she's received it, and I know she's happy with it. If not, I'll delete the video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you for listening to me rambling on, and yes, I will love you and leave you guys. Take care, stay safe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.